Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Venice. I'm so excited to be here. Today's my first time ever filming a YouTube video. On my channel, I would love to discuss with you guys fragrance, fashion, and also random topics. Today, I would like to discuss with you guys two fragrances that I admire from the Maison Christian Dior collection. And those two fragrances are Feve Delicieuse and also Oud Ispahan. So let's get into this video. The first one I'm going to be discussing is the Oud Ispahan. And I just want to say right off the bat, this was my first oud fragrance I ever purchased. And I have a friend that's a fashion designer that's Middle Eastern. Hey, Abdul. He put me on to oud fragrances. I was not really sure about oud and knowledgeable about it at all. When I smelled it right off the bat, I thought of older people. I know that might sound like an ignorant statement. Well, it is an ignorant statement, but it smelled to me like something an older person would wear. But anyways, I went ahead and we went to Saks and I smelled a few different fragrances and I just decided to give this a try. I would advise anyone that is not aware of oud or just getting into oud, this is not something you would want to blind buy. But I went ahead and I did. I'm not gonna lie, when I walked out of Saks, I was totally regretting purchasing this fragrance. I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? I wanted to return it right then and there, but I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna keep it because I tend to do that. I tend to sometimes buy fragrances and I'm always that girl that they see like, oh my God, here she comes returning something. But I just went ahead and kept it. When I first started wearing this fragrance, I wore it alone. Like I never layered it with anything. And I tend to get a lot of compliments from men. Women weren't too fond of the fragrance, which is something I noticed. Once I started layering it, then I would always get a lot of compliments from women. But for the most part, mainly from men. This fragrance is unisex and it has notes of saffron, it has notes of rose, it has notes of cedar, it has sandalwood in here, of course oud, and it's a scent that I can't kid you not, and I can't stress it enough, it's a scent that you definitely do not want to blind buy. It's a scent that you would definitely want to smell and see how it performs on your skin and the chemistry, and it warms up. This is not something you just want to smell off of paper. I just smell it off of paper. And I'm trying to think, I don't know if I actually wore it on the skin as well, but I just went ahead and bought it. Today I layered it with the dupe for Oud Bouquet by Swiss Arabian, and it smelled pretty good. It helped with the projection and also the longevity of that fragrance. That fragrance it sort of lasts on me, but it doesn't last on me that long, maybe like 8 hours. I'm a person where I like to not have to spray or carry extra like travel size in my bag or anything like that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But for this fragrance is beast mode. This fragrance will last on your skin for more than 24 hours. This fragrance will literally still smell after you washed your clothes. Like, I've washed plenty of items and I can still smell it sometimes on my clothes. So with this fragrance, I no longer spray it on my clothes. I know sometimes you shouldn't even be spraying fragrance on your clothes, but I was just very unaware of like the power of this. And I looked it up on Fragrantica, and a lot of people stated the same thing, that the longevity on here is phenomenal. It's beast mode. So this I would definitely check out. If you are a oud lover, you would definitely love this fragrance. You can't go wrong with it. You definitely can layer it. It is, you know, pretty pricey. This is the niche of Christian Dior. And I don't know if I said already, but it runs $320 for the 8.5 fluid ounce bottle. And I think that's pretty good price. You know, normally the bottles are 3.4 fluid ounces. And it has a magnetic top. It just takes some time to get used to and to enjoy if you're not familiar with oud. The second one I would like to discuss is Feve Delicieuse or Feve Delicieuse. This is also an 8.4 fluid ounce bottle. It has a magnetic top. This fragrance I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite fragrances. This is trying to think. Maybe this is number 2. I'm trying to think what number 1 is. Oh, number 1 for me would be Kilian Black Phantom. I like that fragrance as well. I love that fragrance. But that fragrance for me, I don't know, maybe it's just my skin or whatever, but it does not perform that long on my skin. But anyways, that's for another discussion. But anyways, this fragrance right here has been hyped up in the YouTube fragrance community. A lot of people have spoken about it. Like I said, Jeremy Fragrance. But who put me onto this fragrance is Demi Rollin. I follow her, and I also watch a lot of her YouTube videos. And she discussed this fragrance and the descriptions and stuff. I fell in love with this fragrance immediately. This is a gourmand fragrance. If you're a gourmand lover, you would definitely love this fragrance. This is a tonka bean bombshell. If you like tonka bean, you would definitely love this fragrance. But when I smell this fragrance right off the bat, like I didn't like it right off the bat because I sprayed it on paper. But once I applied this fragrance to my skin and my chemistry and it started warming up on my skin, oh my God, I fell in love with this fragrance. This is one of my favorite fragrances, like I stated. I'm almost at the half mark. I'm trying my best to preserve this fragrance, but it's silly because fragrances have a shelf life. They can't last forever. So just use it, spray it, enjoy it, you know. I'm actually going to get a backup bottle of this. I don't know if this fragrance is going to be discontinued. I keep hearing that it's going to be discontinued. It might not. This, that, whatever. If you hear the noises in the background, excuse my cat. Senor Bacon and Mr. Kitty are fighting, like always. But anyways, this fragrance sort of reminds me of like pancakes, like with maple syrup. And let's say in the batter of the pancakes, there's like nutmeg and cinnamon. And, you know, you top it off with the maple syrup and butter. And, oh, my gosh, it smells so good. It's very syrupy, creamy smelling. And this fragrance, I know there's tonka bean. I know there's praline. I know there's caramel. There's milk. There's tonka. There's cocoa pod. It says also, like, in the top notes that there is lavender, mint, and bergamot. I don't really smell any of that, but, you know, to my nose, I don't really smell that. I mainly smell like the base notes of this fragrance, but I absolutely love it. I believe the middle notes are sour cherry and some other things, but on the Fragrantica, that's what it states as some of the notes. But I absolutely love this fragrance. I still would suggest you not to blind buy this. I feel like this is something you definitely want to get a sample of or smell on your skin and see if it's something that you would actually like. There's been discussions that it smells very vintage like smelling. I mean, for me, I'm fine with that. I absolutely love it. I like the word vintage, and I like vintage smelling things apparently if I like this. So I would say definitely go ahead and check this one out. You know, like I stated, this is very this is an honorable mention in the YouTube fragrance community. And I actually love this fragrance. Like, I love it. And like I said, I'm going to get a backup bottle, probably the same size. I'm going to treat myself and just get it, for I could not care too much about using this one. And I could wear it as much as I want. But I would suggest to wear this fragrance during winter and fall, during colder times, not during the summer or anything like that. I feel like it would be very intoxicating and very, like, headache inducing if you wore this, you know. But who am I? You can wear a fragrance whenever you want and do whatever you want to do with it. And both of these are unisex, and they're pretty pricey, but to me they're well worth it to have in your collection. Well, anyways, those are the 2 fragrances that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. I plan on making many more other videos discussing fragrance and fashion and random topics. If you like what you saw and heard today, please subscribe. And also, I want to stay at this time. Let's do the best that we can do to get over this epidemic. You know, I know a lot of us have been self-quarantining and social distancing, and this is a hard time for a lot of us because we're stuck at home. And some of us are working, are back to work. Some of us are essential, so we've been working during this whole entire time. Let's just take and do our part to just get through this together. And eventually it'll be over. I can't wait for we can get back to our normal lives. But anyways, enough about that. I just want to say, everyone, take care of yourselves. and try to stay stress free and enjoy yourself during these holidays. Everyone be safe, and bye for now. And I hope to see you guys in a later one. Bye.